Good morning, Voyagers. Oops. Ooh. Please don't be broke. It ain't. Pardon me. I need the, or else I will lose it and I will lament. How are we doing? I'm Delilah, 8th House Moon Rabbit. I hope y'all are doing good. Hope you slept well, recharged. Pardon me with the lip smacking. Let's start my music. Get settled in. I always begin by asking the angels to come through. The first songs that I heard today were Phoenix, Armistice, and Daft Punk, Instant Crush. Both of those felt significant. That's why I'm sharing. Thank you, whoever came through and just left a like. The song that's playing right now is The Strokes, 1251. That's 3/6. Hey. Why are they playing with me? Hey, Gavura. Judgment. Much respect. And Material. Angel of Rain. I swear, this is the angel I thought of. Let me show you longer because the imagery is just mind-blowing symbolism. Gave me goosebumps. Raziel, Angel of Mysteries. Disclosure. Latch is playing. Underneath that, Remiel, Angel of Visions. Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. But when I saw Material the other day briefly, what came to me was, is it immature? Pardon me. Can you stand the rain? And then also, I can't stand the rain. Pardon me. Against my window, I can't stand the rain. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to my Jeep? Vrr. Here we have Mercury. Hey, we saw Gabriel when I felt that I could stop looking. And Hygeia. Wait, did they both fall out? So here we have Juno, which is interesting. Really interesting, in fact. Because I don't know by which name. In fact, it might have been Mercury. In the Iliad, in a part where Juno and Jupiter are having words. And they're pissed off with each other. And Hermes, pretty much, but not Hermes, because I believe that's the Roman name for this god, came through to diffuse. Because he said that, he made a joke that, hey mom, chill out. The last time he was mad like this, I felt the need to step in because I couldn't see you disgraced. And I got my ass kicked and got thrown down to earth or some higher place above earth that was still far low beneath Olympus, and that he laid there for a while trying to get his shit back together. He got his shit rocked, pretty much. Damn. And it's like it took the gods also like laughing for me to get, yes, I was getting that cheeky vibe. Akon and Young Jeezy trying to take it easy, only way to go, and so oh, and The Whitest Boy Alive came out a couple days ago. The Burning. No, I won't let go. I wanna know. I saw Inherit the Wind at the bottom before I started. We have AI, Poltergeist, The Exorcist, that was underneath Inherit the Wind. AI was there. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, which Inherit the Wind has a lot of the same vibes for me. Both of them are about a character who stands up for what is right, although Mr. Deeds Goes to Town is about a non-persecuted protagonist who ends up being the representative for his town. I can't remember what the beef was. But they were getting jerked around. And they needed somebody who was gifted with words. Like Aaron. In Inherit the Wind, the protagonist is persecuted. He's a scientist in the times when Darwinism is either being taught, like as it's established and it has been taught, or in schools, or the tides of socio-political opinion are changing and people want to return to God, and so they are forcing it into places where it doesn't belong, like science class. And when he tells them about Darwinists are now, I believe, but Darwin's theory of evolution, they get pissed off because you're saying that we come from monkeys, which isn't exactly the case anyway, but like Darwin was just the first to theorize in a Like you could call it clumsy, incomplete, but you know, that's how it be when you're the first to just get a taste of something that's real. The world, the emperor. Here we have the world, the emperor, where was I? Ah, when you first get the fucking rough draft of something that's the truth, it can be, that was the Eight of Pentacles since I looked at it. It can seem, yeah, Seven of Swords. It can seem like a lie because it's incomplete, you know? That's not the whole of it. But you should consider yourself very blessed and favored, if only for a moment, which should be enough for anybody in their life. The Fool. To be sent as a pioneer on a new journey. Ha. Take love where it is and sometimes leave it there. Sometimes you'll only get a grain of salt of divine clarity. And that's all you got, you know? But that doesn't mean, just because you got it doesn't mean you should share it. But if you get the divine push to share, that isn't to say that you will be believed or that what you've given will be immediately appreciated. And that's okay. Ha! Here we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Ooh. Let me go ahead and move y'all since I got a little bit more room now. Sailing down over Pompeii. On both sides of I was broken. I'm the one trying to hide this damage done. One day, all our secrets will be spoken. As we slow dance, I became your statue frozen. Times I wonder, are we just a puff of smoke? Yeah. Underneath this bed of ashes, dear, withholding everything like we were never close. Don't you worry, baby, no sense trying to change it. I'm gonna strike these matches, never had control. I'm ready to let go. Oh, was I fooling myself? Ooh. I'm ready to let go. Ooh! Nothing that hurts me deeper than bending a card, yo. Here we have what we had. Strength, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if I showed it. Ain't it strange? We both knew this day was coming. As we slow dance, I became your statue frozen. Are we just a puff of smoke? Yeah. Dear, withholding everything like we were never close. Don't you worry, baby, no sense trying to change it. I'm gonna strike these matches, never had control. I'm ready to let go. Oh, was I fooling myself? Never had control. I'm ready I'm ready to let go. All right. Five of Pentacles. Just, we didn't got 2 queens, 3 aces. The Emperor here, the Empress right over the Emperor, the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Coins. 5 of Pentacles is over this Ace of Cups, which I feel is like a, pardon me, I thought it was going to be a burp. It's over the World, Strength, and the Ace of Wands. Death. Over the Empress and the 2 of Coins. That's the Page of Cups. It's like once I saw that card and it didn't give me, like, whenever I see this card, y'all, it makes me feel upset. Because I don't have the book for this. I might get up and go get it, honestly. Here's the 3 of Cups, which is over the 5 of Coins, Death, and then the Empress underneath it. Did I say the 5 of Cups? That's a 3. 8 of Swords over Death and this child. Pardon me. In your eyes, I see the eyes of somebody who knew before long ago. And now I'm trying to make my mind up. Am I free or am I tied up? I change shapes just to hide in this place where I still. The booklet will not be found right now. I also forgot to read these. I'm a fool with them. But this Page of Coins, it always reminds me of boys being abused. There's something in the book that even, it's like I'm getting goosebumps again. The Moon over Death, which is underneath the 3 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Judgment. Child abuse of the worst kind, the kind that seeks to steal their innocence. It's that same spirit of covetousness that has been coming through and on my mind. That's got to be a principality. Ten of Swords. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, the Chariot, 7 of Cups, over the Queen of Cups, who knows how to keep her waters separate from the waters that surround her, and also how to keep other entities out of it. Mr. Deeds. And anymore, nobody knows it but me when I slip. Yeah, I slip. Mr. Deeds ended up going to town. Ah, no, it was Inherit the Wind. That was the last one I was mentioning. The Queen of Swords. I'm going to leave this here. I feel like something needs to be put to rest. Something is about to... Something is about to get a fork put in it because it's fucking done. Sagittarius, protect. I was on fire for you. Where did you go? Here we got Aquarius, sense. Then Gemini, unite. Vela. Power. Sculptor. Manipulate. Cetus. Hate. Something I definitely thought about that did not show up in the reading yesterday, which pleased me. But its absence was definitely noted in hindsight. Because I don't really be knowing what to expect. Only that victory, what I need to say, will be brought to my attention. Libra. And that I'll be supported even if I don't understand what the fuck. But so far I feel like I've been doing a good job staying open. And Inherit the Wind, the man had to get a defense lawyer because they was trying to hang him because he had been warned to not, I believe, talk about Darwinism. These are upside down again. Ha! Hyades, pessimism. In the reverse, though. Hey, I don't have to. I'll remember. It's pretty unique. Pegasus at the bottom. Majesty. Who's that? Convey. I don't know if this woman is a DJ, if it's a group, but I have not heard a song by Cannons that I didn't like yet. Piscis Austrinus, intuition. Indeed. Canis Major, dominance. Lynx, observe, and which one is this? Ursa Minor, learn. I thought I saw learn yesterday, but it was actually teach. scooch some things over to make room. Don't it be like that? Okay. And at the bottom, we have Corvus, magic. Plot, anger, travel, discover, heal, knowledge, message. I think let me go on. So this man ends up on trial because they warned him not to talk about the Queen of Swords. I didn't even realize I put that back. They had warned him basically, don't talk about the truth or else. They was burning books. They were behaving as a mob. They had, in my opinion, and I feel like the movie was highlighting it, maybe even an actor, because you know it's an older movie, so often a main theme, they might wait a while, but they would telegraph it. They would put it in the mouth of a character. They would put it in a newspaper headline. Well, these people had turned away from the free will and discernment that God has given us all. In its place, they took up a place in like a wasp hive. I almost said bees, but then I felt like that would be slandering the bees. Wasps. Those motherfuckers that can sting you 8 times and live to come back and sting you some more and get all their friends together to do the same. They had this man thrown in jail with no bail, which is in itself corrupt because he didn't do nothing. Like, he was a beloved teacher, you know? There came a double message. A beloved teacher? And this would go for males and females, and I feel like this is a literal school involved. So I'm not going to tell you to turn into an activated portion of a mob and be paranoid and worried, but keep your eye on the favorite teacher. Keep your eye on that teacher that everybody loves and just seems to have a way with children. Because this card, the Page of Cups, reminds me of the kind of abuse that strips a child and like leaves their soul bare and vulnerable to all of the lowest vibrational entities. And as far as I'm concerned, it's on purpose. Whether the subject, the tool of such a principality to work in the world is aware of it or not consciously, that's what that is. And they're always somebody trusted. It's not like Dennis the Menace. It's not some weird, scarred up. I mean, it can be, you know, motherfucker. Some people are like Dorian Gray and their insides show on their outsides, but the deepest predators, it's not like that. Temperance. Two of Swords. And if your intuition is telling you about someone, listen. Maybe the message is only that your energies aren't supposed to be mixing and mingling in this life. But maybe it's deeper than that. So pay attention. Because I watched a video. I watch a lot of videos about psychological things. The Empress. And stalkers and child essayers, they're real delusional. King of Cups, they're real secretive about the things that go on in their heads, even if they get real talkative about whatever it is that they learn to say in therapy that they don't really mean. Because if they weren't in that position, they would still be out trying to gain off of other people's loss. Out of trespassing over people's boundaries. Because that shit is delectable to them. Ugh. And they get something out of the manipulation and the secret hate, the duper's delight. That's what it is. That's what it is. And it reminded me of this one dude, because if you want to know how these people think, go listen to them talk and ask God to clarify for you. You know, ask Holy Spirit, an attendant angel, Jesus, you know. And you'll be able to see what it is they have a passion for. This one man, he was open about, you know, he was a preacher, and he acted like, you know, now that I've had therapy, now I'm fine. Now, you know, I understand what I did wrong. But then he went into talking about how much of a high that he got off of deceiving his congregation and being so trusted and having the gift of gab. And you know how I think this ties into taking love where you find it and sometimes leaving it there? I think this has to do with these people. They can't leave well enough alone, especially the kind that's like an ambush predator, especially the kind that wants to get up close to you. You know, not like the scorpion and the frog. The scorpion had someplace it needed to be. That's an opportunistic predator. But some of these predators that will take an opportunity, what they really are is ambush predators. That's what they like. They need that feeling of love. They need that feeling of togetherness. They need a feeling of value, but they don't know how to get it the right way, or something is broken inside of their soul that doesn't know how to process it in any other way. And so they turn into like thieves. That Seven of Swords increased to the Eight of Swords. They're not balanced. This Two of Coins. And so they just do the rash thing. The Page of Coins came after the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Wands, and the Strength. But I noticed the difference in colors between the two pages that showed up. The green and then the blue up on top. And it's like they're taking of stability, they're taking a wand. They're either taking or adding a wand. And knocking people back down so that they are left waiting for their ships to come back in, or adding a wand so that they are always feeling in conflict and always feeling like they have to fight. Putting somebody either where they're always searching for love or searching to fill that void, the ships coming in, or where they're always looking for the fight before it can find them, and they're always in conflict. That do be the responses to that kind of abuse, huh? Taking somebody strong, because ain't nobody strong like children are. Taking somebody strong, using your passions to imbalance them, trying to take a sip out of their ace of cups, their cup of love, and leaving them, the little matchstick girl is this 5 of coins. But I get the feeling, because of the Empress coming out over that, and death, and the 3 of cups, the Holy Spirit is really done with somebody. You know, because all those characters, they don't get to end up, pardon me, being used as a learning tool. After doing all of this, burdening the world, sometimes in groups, collaborating to do such, you know, the 3 of coins, the 3 of cups, 6 of pentacles, because they can't do it alone. They can't do it alone, and worse, they have too much pride to ask God. They have too much pride often to even really believe in God. Even when they're a preacher, they think that all of the fire comes from inside. And that's why they're constantly trying to gather kindling. The root of kindling is the same root word of kindergarten. But also, I get this. Always discern, especially when you have more to risk than you are okay to lose. And of course, that goes for anybody with children. When you really love them, there's not nothing that you want to lose off of them. But also we have inner children. And just, so I'm talking to somebody who, if you have been abused and somebody makes you feel triggered, that you have to heal enough. You got to work on healing enough so that you know how to handle not putting more of yourself out there than you're willing to lose, so that you, as far as you can in 3D, honoring your life and what you had and what you don't want to have, that you cover your ass, but don't go overboard. The idea is to do just enough and don't go further. You know, open expression of your feelings with the people that you care about is important. Sometimes you think you see a thing, you think you feel a thing, and you got to take that to somebody who's trusted. 1, so that if you're right, they know as well. 2, if you're way off base, so that they can speak to you something else, often a message straight from God through them, because when you seek, you find, to tell you why you're wrong. Kind of the Exorcist in the reverse at the bottom. And I've looked over AI, artificial intelligence. Because I really do feel, and I guess it didn't have a place at the beginning, because this isn't really how I thought this was going to go, but it fits. That people like that, their intelligence is artificial, because if they was really that goddamn smart, they would find a different way to live in life. Because they stay risking more than they want to lose. They don't want to lose their lives. They don't want to lose their freedom. That's why they're fucking sneaky. But they can't logic themselves into getting right. You know, that takes something more. It takes a little bit extra than just making it look good, faking it till you make it, planting seeds. Another type, fake it till you make it, projecting and moving fast, riding in hard and disappearing off the scene as quick as you can. Yeah, I get a real grimy energy from this. I never really, I don't have animosity towards particular archetypes in these cards like that, because I understand that they all represent things in the highest and the lowest octaves and everything in between. I'm getting real fuck shit from this Knight of Wands right now. Huh. But Mr. Deeds. I keep saying Mr. Deeds because I can't remember the dude who was the science teacher. They were burning effigies of him outside his jail cell, calling for his death. They were acting like he done molested a child. But he was just trying to speak the truth as he saw it, because speaking the truth as you see it is right. It's godly. And these people who say they believed in God, I guess they didn't believe like he did. And I guess they didn't believe like his lawyer did, because this lawyer, whoever wrote The Lawyer, is just an amazing writer. Page of Pentacles. Huh, the cool teacher. Seven of Wands. Oh, and teach your children boundaries. Let your children have their boundaries. Recognize and congratulate them for healthy boundaries. And of course, all the other things. But that goes a long way. Like, mine ain't grown yet, so I'll have to have hindsight to know whether everything I've taught was taught in a way that could be utilized best by him. But I have been a child, and I was taught this, and it did. It did help quite a lot all throughout my life. When the beast tries to encroach on your shit, having it in your soul to say, but fuck no, this is mine. I get to keep it. I get to keep it unmolested. I get to keep it unabused. And that's that. Ooh, your innocence is mine. Please me. Show me how it's done. Tease me. You are the one. Be the first to gas your people up, especially if you see that they're vulnerable. I want to reconcile the violence in your heart. I want to realize your beauty is not just a mask. The Fool. I want to exorcise the demons from your heart. I want to satisfy the unspecified desires in your heart. That seems like confirmation. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but somebody's alarm is going off. all your people, especially the people that need the most support, make sure that you know whether you can be trusted, right? Well, you can take that trustworthiness and put it in the life of somebody who needs that, and be the person who shows them that you can show your soft underbelly without somebody sticking it to you, you know? Let other people be comfortable bringing their selves to you and putting their mask down. Eight of Pentacles. Especially if you are the type who's experienced that kind of wounding. Corvus, magic. It's a kind of magic in itself. Well, this man's lawyer in court told them, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, told them, how do you know how long it took to make the world when we are on a circadian rhythm, solar cycle, where every day is charted by the passage of the sun? And if the sun wasn't made until the third day, how many millennia could a day or two have represented? And do you not believe in your God enough to say that there's enough mystery for science and religion to be one and the same? If you really believe that everything that is true is just a pale shadow of the truth that's God, then if you come across a truth and it challenges your beliefs, then perhaps it's your beliefs that need to flex, adapt, grow, or change. Which gets me to thinking about something that occurred to me as an epiphany last night about that dream that I had. And I couldn't understand why it was that I saw the body of Jesus Christ, even though I believe the Bible, in which they say that he had the power to raise from the dead, given to him by God, and that he rose. He died because he was killed, murdered, in fact, because it was an unjust killing. And then he rose again after 3 days. And I thought to myself, I do believe in timelessness. What if Jesus could time travel? What if quantum physics, which I also do believe in, it's like I let my left brain and my right brain do their own thing without trying to reconcile everything that I feel with what I know, because that'll give you cognitive dissonance, and God's not the author of confusion, right? So it comes to me, what if, just like God took all of the particles of everything that became the building blocks of matter, and he can work them in a way that seems like magic because we don't understand it. And everything that you don't understand that exists, but it exists out of logic, truly will seem like magic. What if Jesus time traveled all of his cells, all of his particles, back to days, weeks, months before he was murdered? What if he came back perfect, even more perfect than he left? Because at a particle level, he had improved upon whatever imperfections, and I use that loosely, real loosely when applied to Jesus. And that's why that's why he could come back and be in the same place where he was laid down and use that same body, because it was the same body that he had had, just damage reversed. So, you don't have to take my word for it. Go on ahead and discern, ask for yourself. But damn it, it made sense to me. I was like, wow. Thanks. Appreciate it. Because I like knowing, I like feeling like I know a thing, but I'm not willing to, deceive myself just to feel like I got the petty ass win of knowing a thing. Because knowing a thing doesn't mean shit if you can't use it as the tool that it's intended for in your life for your highest good and the highest good of all, right? So I hope you came and got something that you needed. Lord knows I'm trying to learn. And if I'm teaching, it's by learning and letting that be transparent as I go along. So, much love to you. Be good.